Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing tips for Sunday, the 28th of January. Well, that was a close one because we were very close to having a very good day. I left a comment on the video about what a good ride Ben Godfrey gave our what was it? Something getaway, Gabriel's getaway. It was a little bit outpaced towards the bike. Wasn't jumping very well. Got into momentum. I knew it. Like the quickest ground. It benefited from a cracking pace up front, and it won relatively comfortably in the end. We had GA Law or Gar Law win at 13-2. Then we had a few disappointments in the other bet. It started off with a place. The first horse travelled like the winner all the way around and found absolutely nothing and hung on for fourth place. The next one never ran a race whatsoever. The one after that, I believe, should have won. It was 3 or 4 lengths in front, jumping the last. Richard McLernan decides to throw absolutely everything at the final fence for some unknown reason, and the horse crumples on the other side on landing. That was 10-1. That would have definitely put some interest in the last few horses. Well, the last two, I think the one before the penultimate one was placed. I can't remember. I think so. But the last one was Max Vega. Ran a decent race. I think it was just tap-toe by the favourite in the end. I think it was just a few pennies short of breaking even. I think that's all it was. Onto the football. The football was crazy. So two of the matches was over 4.5 goals. The one that I expected to be comfortably over 2.5 goals at least, was the Notts County versus Barrow, because Notts County can't defend. Well, there was 2 goals in the first half, and unfortunately there was nothing after that. We were very close, fairly close to getting the maximum bet up. There was some very nice cash outs available at half time. I was a bit ignorant really, and didn't take any of them, so that was disappointing. And we didn't actually get anything back on the football in the end. But yeah, it was. I definitely thought there was going to be a goal at least in the second half of the Notts County match, but there wasn't. So it was a losing bet, and that's, I suppose, it serves me right for being greedy. So let me get on to Sunday selections. So what I've had is I've had 2 10-pence each way lucky 15s. One lucky 15, I've taken the prices. The other lucky 15, I've left the prices to SP. And I've had 2 25-pence each way accumulators. So let me get into it and I'll explain. So the first selection is Engaging Sam at 40-1 in the 145 at Fontville. In fact, let me give you the second selection as well, then I'll explain them together. The next selection is Glorious Mist at 40-1 in the 220 at Fontville. These are both trained by Paddy Butler. He has got a shocking win and place ratio. So to get these two to place today, it would actually boost his stats up massively. So these two horses are not running as bad as their price or their form looks. However, they will still require horses to massively underperform, and these horses need to overperform to even look close to getting a place. But I think they've got a little bit of a chance. So for those of you that want a little bit more form or reasoning behind the selections, I'll move on to the third selection. So the third selection is Paracolor at 9-1 in the 5-3 at Doncaster, paying 5 places instead of 3. Definitely got a chance on form. And the final selection is the Nap, Rhodia at 9-1 in the 3-5 at Doncaster, paying 6 places instead of 4. This horse, I believe, will prefer the good ground at Doncaster. I believe it's trained by Steph Hollinshead. It's about 13-2 now, because I put this on very early this morning, then I forgot to make the video. Gavin Sheehan takes a ride. After a lot of the time, it's normally a claimer rides this horse. I think Gavin Sheehan is flying at the moment. He rode GA Law or Gar Law to victory for us yesterday. I think this horse, there's several runs last season, and I think the end of the season before, where it's actually ran a Racing Post rating, which if it can repeat the Racing Post rating of its slightly better runs, you can't kick it out of the places. But the problem is this horse has been a little bit disappointing, so it's all taken on hope. But I think the better ground I suppose Steph Hollingshead being in slightly okay form. I have seen her have the odd runner, and they've run okay. I think she can train. She just doesn't seem to have any horses for me. I think it's got a decent chance, and I think it's the reason why it's a nap of the day is because 9-1 for 6 places for a horse that I think there's some improvement there. I think it's already rated something like 74, I think it is, or one of them is anyway. I think there's improvement there, and it's interesting the fact that Gavin Sheehan's on board. So those are the 4 selections for Sunday. There will more than likely be selections for Monday, mainly because I'm off, so I've got time to study tonight. And I might get to watch them tomorrow. So so you can give this video a like. Thanks for watching. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.